nation's capital, bringing you special, on-the-spot coverage about the current teen crisis over the drafting of actor and singer Conrad Birdie. Sociologists agree that Birdie is a phenomenon and that he is our Army's newest weapon. Private Birdie reports for his induction in 10 days, his income drops from $2 million a year to $78 a month. It can only happen in America.
We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad, and we'll be true. When you're not near us, we're blue. Oh, Conrad, we love you.
I know that, sir, but think of the disastrous effect this might have on the morale of the American teenager. No, I'm not saying the boy doesn't want to go into the Army. It's just that... No, I'm not trying to. Well, it seemed to me that 2 weeks from today, at the induction center, he'll be there. Oh, Rosie, thank God you come. This is the end of Omni Music Corporation. Conrad Birdie's going into the Army.
And your faithful secretary is hereby submitting her resignation.
Huh?
I just dropped in to say goodbye, Albert, darling. Lots of luck.
Oh, Rosie, you can't. Not today of all days. Ah, my pills. Where are my pills? The little white ones I take when I'm overwrought.
Here.
Not so much. Break it in half.
You're 33 years old, Albert. You can take a whole aspirin.
I'm not 33. I'm a long way from 33. I won't be 33 till... tomorrow. Water?
It's no use, Albert. My mind's made up. I've been with Al Melu at 8 years now, and as you well know, I've been a lot more than just a secretary to you.
Rosie, those were moments of madness.
Well, between the moments of madness and the office, I put in a good 90-hour week. And for what? A $5 raise in 1954 and a bottle of Chanel last Christmas?
Promise her anything, but give her Chanel, Rosie.
Yeah, but not a 16th of an ounce. Besides, I want something more than that.
Rosie, if you're finding something more permanent nature between you and me, I'm not ready for it. Besides, there are religious differences.
Spanish is not a religion.
And if it's part of the company you're after, you can't have that either. Ame Lou is me, Mama, and Lou. And any change in that would kill that wonderful woman who bore me.
Nothing could kill your mother, Albert. Except maybe a silver bullet.
And I won't drop poor old Lou either. He loved you, Rosie.
And I loved Lou too. Sure, he was warm, he was loyal, he was lovable, but he died 6 years ago. And besides, he was a wire-haired terrier. Anyhow, I don't want a part of the company. This is something much more important.
Rosie, if you're going to discuss what I think you're going to discuss...
There's nothing to discuss, Albert. Conrad Birdie's going into the Army, and I quit. There's nothing you can do now except give up the business and go back to
Rosie, I'm up to my ears in debt. Conrad's got a $50,000 guarantee, which I can't pay. Oh. And I've just taken a severe overdose of aspirin.
Albert, this may be your last chance. Albert, would you listen to me? I'm being serious. His going in the Army is the best thing he can do. Now you're free to start to do what you wanted to. Albert, Albert, Albert. I remember how you told me I should trust you for a year. It would just be for a year, but it's 8 years, Albert. 8 long years, Albert.
It's time to go to business, Rosie.
It was only a sideline, that's what you said. You just needed some money, that's what you said. You were going to college and get ahead. Instead of being a music business bum, you were going to NYU and become an English teacher. And furthermore, he wrote poetry.
Rose, please.
And in the NYU yearbook for 1952, under Albert Peterson's favorite piece of literature, you know what it says? Little Women.
I'm ruined in show business.
An English teacher, if only Geoffrey Chaucer. Hello, William Morris. Goodbye, NYU. Hello, Almelu. 'Cause when you wrote Conrad's first hit, Aga Bugaboo, then I knew that was it. You were through with English forever.
Rosie, I'll make a deal. Stay with me, help me get the money to pay Conrad's guarantee, and as soon as I'm out of the red, I'll dissolve the company and go back to the academic life.
Albert, you're on.
Of course, it may take a while, but by 1973 or 74, we'll... What's that?
Something that's gonna push that date up a few years. Pick a name.
Heck, what name? What are you talking about?
All right, I'll do it for you. McAfee. Kim MacAfee, age 15, president and recording secretary of Conrad Birdie Fan Club number 2748 of Sweet Apple, Ohio. Mary, could you get me Sweet Apple, Ohio? The number is capital 78820. And call me right back.
Now, wait a minute, what's going on here? Who's Kim, whatever her name is?
Kim MacAfee, Albert, is what's gonna send you back to college with the biggest hit song this company's ever seen. It's called One Last Kiss.
I've never heard of it.
Well, you haven't written it. But when you do, and when that one last kiss is from Conrad Birdie on his way into the big cold army for 2 long years, and when that kiss is given to one of his fans chosen at random from 1,200,000 hysterical teenagers, it'll make Mr. Birdie the hottest soldiers in Joan of Arc.
Rosie, I'm beginning to see it. We cut the record here in New York.
Take the greasy bongo-playing car thief to Sweet Apple.
Let him kiss the kid.
And release the record. Conrad, Albert, you'll make enough money to stay in college the rest of your life.
Ah, Rosie, it's perfect. And I promise you, as soon as this all is over, it'll be just the two of us, Rose, in perfect bliss. I'll get a job teaching English and... Bliss? Kiss! That rhymes. I wonder if anybody else has ever used it. Ah, what difference does it make? It'll be perfect for the song. Oh, one last kiss, it gives so much bliss. What is your dentrifice? No, that's too clinical.
An English teacher, someday he may be an English teacher. Yes. Well, every phone in Sweet Apple can't be busy. What's going on there? Kim MacAfee just got pinned? To who? Never mind, Mary, just keep trying and call me right back. Then we would have such a wonderful
carried him home from school yet.
They really get it.
She saw it.
They would.
She dug it.
Out loud.
She nailed it. You gotta go, that's the way to go. When they got you hooked, then you're really hooked. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh man, oh man, steady, steady for me. Steady for me. Oh man, oh man.
Kim MacAfee, what do you mean you're resigning from the band club? I mean, just because Hugo Peabody gives you his pin doesn't mean that you have to retire from all social life. Going steady is very important, but there are some things more important than very important. The Conrad Birdie Band Club is one of them. I mean, where else can we girls gather together to worship this beautiful creature? I mean, do you realize what you'd be giving up, Kim?
I'm sorry, Ursula, but my mind's made up. Of course, he'll still play his records. Things like the Pledge and the Conrad Birdie Scream are past me now.
You're giving up the scream? You mean when Conrad Birdie sings on television, you're not gonna go, "Ah!" Oh, Kim!
Kim, dear, would you get off the phone, please? I have a few calls to make. All right, Mother. I'm sorry, Ursula, but I've got to hang up. You'll explain everything to the other kids, won't you?
Well, I suppose I'll have to. Kim, are you sure? I mean, after all.
did she say? What did you say? I said, thank you, Doris. There's no need to look so upset. It's modern to call your mother by your first name. Makes mother and daughter more like pals.
And your father?
I'll call him Harry, naturally. By the way, I think Harry took the news about Hugo and I awfully well, don't you, Doris?
Kim's got a boyfriend.
This is she, yes. Oh, wait.
I don't know. Yesterday I was a mother.
Damn, a
Pal! Are you sure you wouldn't want to call me Mom? That's modern.
I'm sorry, but times are changing, and you've got to go along with them or be left behind with the old folks.
I'm not an old man.
By the way, Doris, I'm going out with the girls tonight.
I'll have you know I was 18 in World War II.
Conrad, Bertie, is going to kiss me. Doris, Mother, Mommy, baby. Oh, baby, what's wrong? It's Conrad, Bertie, Mommy. He's going to kiss me.
That's nice of you to lay your head on Mommy's
You
shoulder.
don't understand. Conrad, Bertie is coming here to Sweet Apple to kiss me goodbye. Oh, Mommy, Mommy.
Never thought I'd say this, but God bless Conrad Birdie.
Now let's go over the Birdie song once more before we get on the train. All right now, shall we try it?
We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad.
Oh, little girl, you can sing with us if you like. What's the matter with her?
Oh, she's just sad because Conrad's going to the army, and she'll be told for when he gets out.
I think she still has a few good years left. Look, why don't you girls get down to track 12 and I'll talk to her. And stay out of the bar. Hello, I'm Albert Peterson, Conrad's manager. Oh, come on now. That's no way to be. Things can't be that black. Smile. Little girl, this is an adult speaking, and I order you to smile. Please? Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy face. Take off that gloomy mask of tragedy. It's not your style. You look so good that you'll be glad you decided to smile. Pick out a pleasant outlook. Stick out the noble shade. Wipe off that full of doubt look. Slap on a happy grin. And spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face. Put on a happy face. Put on a happy face. And if you're feeling cross and bickerish, don't sit and whine. Think of banana splits and licorice, and you'll feel fine. I knew a girl so gloomy, she never laughed or sing. She wouldn't listen to me, now she's a mean old thing. So spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face. down to track 12 if you want to see Conrad before he goes. Oh boy, would you get that down to Rosie? What are you doing here?
Getting our things down to the station without any help from you, Albert.
I'm sorry, Rosie. I don't suppose a generous tip would make things up?
Albert, just take your briefcase and get down there before any of those reporters try and talk to Conrad alone. You know what happened last time.
Look, you better hold on to it. I've got to wait here for Mama.
Speaking of your mother, Albert, have you talked to her about dissolving Almelu?
I couldn't, Rosie. Yesterday was the anniversary.
Of what?
Lou! 6 years ago, he was hit on 181st Street in Broadway by a loaded beer truck. Do you suppose that's Mama?
It's either her or the all clear.
Say, Mama! Mama, what's the matter?
Nothing, Sonny. I'm just a little faint from the subway.
Mama, I told you to take a taxi.
Taxi? What do I need with taxis? I'll leave the taxis for my successful son. A mother can ride on a crowded, dirty subway full of foreign people who wouldn't give up their seat if your life depended on it. Oh, but what's the difference? I'm only a mother, and nowadays a mother's lower than dirt anyway. Here, Sonny. Here's the money I saved from not taking a taxi. Go buy yourself some candy. Who's she?
Mama, you know Rose Alvarez from the office.
This is Rose. Pretty little Rose. I don't believe it. Now, Rose, what's the matter? You look like you've had a sudden shock or something.
If you'll excuse me, Albert, I think I'll go see if Conrad's here.
Oh, by all means, Miss Alvarez. Look at her, son. How nice she looks. It's a wonder to me some older man doesn't just snatch her off. What, a couple of rings? A few dollars? What a catch she'd make for a, convalescent. Goodbye, Rose.
Goodbye, May.
Rose. Call me Mrs. Peterson.
Mama, what I wanted to talk to you about is sort of about Rose. Maybe you'd better sit down.
Why? I know my sonny boy. He wouldn't do anything to hurt his mama or break her heart. Now, what's this about Rose?
Well, it's about Lou, too.
Lou? Lou, where are you, Lou? Struck down by a beverage I consumed faithfully for almost 32 years. What about Lou?
Well, Mama, Rose thinks, and I agree, that I should give up on Lou. Oh, Mama, what's the matter?
Oh, nothing, son. You just killed me, that's all. Lou, I'm coming! Lou, I'm on my way up!
Mama, you don't understand. It's just that Rose thought, look, Mama, here's some money. Take a cab. The subways are too crowded.
Nothing is too crowded for a mother. Now how far away did you say it was? Only 112 blocks? I'll walk.
Mama!
Now you take care of yourself now, Sonny. Make sure you wear your warm coat and wear your rubber boots and keep your money on your inside pocket and eat a hot lunch.
Albert, I thought you were going to bring it to her gently.
As a matter of fact, Rosie, I didn't tell her at all. I mean, she was so upset about my leaving that I thought I'd better wait.
You mean you didn't?
He's coming! He's coming! Conrad Birdie's coming!
Come on, Rosie, Conrad's coming. And we can't let one of those reporters alone.
But Albert, you promised me to...
Later, Rosie, Conrad needs me. Later.
Hey, Conrad! How about answering a couple of questions? Like, how do you feel about going into the Army?
How does he feel? You asked how he feels? He's much too shy to tell you, so I'll tell you how he feels. He feels brave and eager, strangely humble, proud to be a plain GI.
We will gladly face those bullets, for he's not afraid to die, for he's a fine, standing, patriotic, happy, noble American boy.
That's why he volunteered for.
Volunteer? I thought he was drafted.
And he appealed 3 times. Sing!
We love you, Conrad. Yes, we do. We love you, Conrad. And we'll be true.
nothing to the rumor he's engaged.
She's a real pal, like a sister, but it doesn't mean a thing. And that 18-carat diamond, it was just a friendship ring.
For he's a understanding, patriotic, happy, normal American boy.
Why was her fiance so mad?
Sing!
We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad. It will be true.
I'll never forget Conrad's first words when he found out he'd been accepted in the armed forces. Gee, Mr. Peterson, he said eagerly, you suppose I'll get assigned to the front line trenches? That way I'll get me one of them dirty Jerry's, or whatever's dirty.
Mr. Peterson, give us the real scoop. Is Conrad still drinking a lot?
Now listen here, this gossip must stop. He goes to church each Sunday and he doesn't touch a drum.
He's as decent as a minister.
Absolutely.
He's as sober as a judge. He subscribes to every charity, and his hobby's making fudge.
He's a understanding, patriotic, happy, normal American boy.
Is it true that you found Conrad in a reform school?
That is a lie through and through. I'll tell you where he came from. Here's the story, and it's true.
He was born in Indochina,
Virginia,
son of missionaries
on a
there.
1,000-acre farm,
Very poor and very
from a
hungry.
line of lonely planters,
What a cruel life to
full of
bear.
business and charm.
Soon he drifted down to
Every
Hong
evening by
Kong,
the river,
to a waterfront saloon.
by the moonlights they would groove.
That is where I heard him
That's where
singing,
Conrad started singing.
underneath the Hong
Neath that
Kong
old
moon.
plantation moon.
We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad. Way so true. America, we must shine and praise the King. For he's a understanding, happy, modern, patriotic, healthy, normal
Conrad Birdie. Welcome to Sweet Apple. Now, before we escort you to the town hall, where the mayor himself is waiting, I would like to personally introduce to you the girl upon whom you have chosen to bestow your final kiss upon, and who will now lead us in reciting the Conrad Birdie Pledge. I, Kim MacAfee,
Ursula.
Margie, Deborah Sue.
Alice.
being of sound mind and body, do hereby promise to be loyal, courteous, steadfast, and true to Conrad Birdie and the United States of America, both indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Rosie, you stay here. I'm going with Conrad.
But Albert,
I've got to write a speech for him. Look, you get the bags, stack them, and bring them back to the house. If I see a taxi, I'll send it your way.
Hey, Conrad, oh yes we do. We don't hate anyone as much as you. Singing makes us say, P.U. Oh, Conrad, we hate you.
Kim, before you go, can we talk for a minute?
Right now? I mean, couldn't it wait? I'm in an awful hurry.
I don't think so, Kim. It's important.
Hugo Peabody, what's so important you talk to him right now?
What's so important? I'll tell you what's so important. The day after I give her my pin, she goes around kissing someone else. That's what's so important. And I want you to know I'm quite upset about this. I've already had several headaches and a nose bleed.
Hugo Peabody, it seems to me that you're actually jealous of Conrad Birdie.
Me? Jealous? I'm the opposite of jealous. I'm very jealous. And I've had every right to. Kim's my steady.
That's just it, Hugo. I'm your steady. Oh, I may admire Conrad Birdie's admires a far distant and unattainable ideal, but I'm pinned to you, Hugo. And I don't care how common and ordinary you are. That's how I'm going to stay.
You're not just saying that to make me feel better.
I mean, every word of it, Hugo. Conrad Birdie's just a fling. A steady is forever. One boy, one special boy, one boy to go in, to talk with and walk with. One boy, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. One boy, one certain boy, one boy to laugh with, to joke with, have hope with. One boy.
Mother, I'm taking you back home. It's too crowded here.
You'll have to drag me by
honor.
And so it is with great pride and prejudice, as well as the usual pomp and circumstance, that I welcome you to our fair city and present to you this 14-karat solid gold key, so generously donated by the men of Sweet Apple Brass Wars. And as I present this key to you, Conrad Birdie. What happened? All I said was Conrad Birdie. If you girls don't stop that, I can't finish my speech.
Who cares about your speech? We want to hear from Conrad. Speak to us, oh beautiful one! Tell us how you make that glorious sound that even now, in anticipation of it, has me reduced to a snark, raging, panting jungle beast!
You've gotta be sincere.
I know, what's the matter?
Gotta be sincere.
Mr. Birdie, what are you doing?
You've gotta feel it here. 'Cause if you feel it here, well then you're gonna be honestly sincere. If what you feel is true, you really feel it. You make them feel it too. Write this down. You gotta be sincere, honestly sincere. Man, you've gotta be
So sing. We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad. And we'll be true. When you're not near us, we're blue. Oh, Conrad, we love you.
Oh, Daddy, I wish you hurry. I want all this mess cleared away before Conrad comes down.
This mess, as you call it, Kim, happens to be my breakfast, and I intend on enjoying it.
Your brother has a right to enjoy his eggs, Kim. But I'm sure you wouldn't mind if we start clearing just a few things away. I know the house is a bit hectic this morning, but Kim has gone through a lot of trouble to make a special breakfast for Mr. Birdie, and I'm going to make sure that everything is perfect for when he comes down. After all, he is a national figure, and I want to show those New York people we know how to treat a national figure here in Sweet Apple. It's nothing personal to me, but for Kim's sake. Now, did you enjoy that, dear? Good. Now, if you'll just hurry along.
Doris! I'm not budging from this spot till I've had my coffee and read my paper.
I'm sorry, dear, I didn't make your coffee this morning. How about a nice warm cream soda?
Here's your paper, Bob. I hope you don't mind. I cut out a few stories about Conrad.
I have tried to run this house on a democratic basis. I have extended the privilege of self-determination to both the woman I married and the children I sired. The vote has been denied, no one for reason of age, sex, or political affiliations. There's been no taxation without representation, and open governments have been openly arrived at. Last night, I gave up my room to a guest who repeatedly referred to me as Fats. Telephone calls were made on my telephone to New York, Chicago, Fairbanks, Alaska, and Hong Kong. I slept in a camp cot with my feet in the fireplace and my head in a spider plant. Outside my window, 3 Harpy shrieked, "We love you, Conrad!" 4,723 times. I have just lost 2 fried eggs. Gentlemen, democracy is over. Parliament has been dissolved. The Magna Carta has been revoked. And Nero's back in town. And you don't offer an emperor a warm cream soda.
Oh, Mr. MacAfee, I hope you don't mind setting up the phone for a few minutes. We're expecting a long-distance call from New York.
Perfectly all right. I'll just go out and burn Rome.
Mother, what's wrong? Nothing, dear. Your father's just excited about Conrad being here, that's all.
He's coming, he's coming.
He's coming. Okay, the ex-mother, you call the kids. Girls, he's coming. You better hurry if you want to watch him eat.
We are Kim.
I'm sorry, Doris. We just had to go too. We'll stand quietly back here.
Here he is.
Call me for lunch. Hi, Fats.
Doris, about the boy.
Now, Harry, he's just shy.
Won't you ask me?
After all, Kim is only 15.
Please, Daddy, not in front of everybody.
Ursula, I think we'd better go.
I don't care who's here. No ill-mannered lout.
Tell him, Bob.
Shut up.
Harry, you have no right to say that. The boy is our
This is
guest.
my house, and until you're 18,
But Daddy.
shut up. Until you're 18,
Daddy.
will you leave me alone?
Mr. and Mrs. MacAfee, Kim, Randall, is this how you want 75 million Americans to see you?
What are you talking about?
You're all going to be on television with Conrad.
On television?
I just got the confirmation from New York. from Ed Sullivan himself.
You mean we're gonna be on the Sullivan Show? The Ed Sullivan Show?
That's right. I just got the confirmation from New York, and they're going to cut it on Sweet Apple this Sunday night at 8:05, and you're all going to be on. That's why I beg you to put aside all petty differences. For the great audience out there, your American dream come true. And for the free world's sake, Mr. MacAfee, don't destroy that dream.
Ed Sullivan. He's my favorite human. He's the reason I let Kim go on with this in the first place. Me on the Ed Sullivan Show. Ed Sullivan. Me, Erin MacAfee, appearing with Ed Sullivan. Ed Sullivan. Ed
Well, this is it, Albert. What do you think?
It looks great, Rose. Now, there's something I want to talk
Of
about.
course, it's been used as a movie house for the past 30 years, but I think it'll be fine for the TV show.
It'll be swell, Rose. Now, what I wanted to say
They're
was...
shipping down all the cameras and lights today, and whatever costumes we need, we can just...
Rosie, I'm sure it'll all be perfect. Now, if you'll just sit down for 1 minute and stop thinking about the Sullivan Show, there's something very important I want to talk to you about. About you and I, Rosie.
You and me, English teacher.
Rosie, I'm serious. I just wanted to tell you that I'm very glad that you and I, and me, are out here together. Being away from New York has helped me see things in a different light. That's why I've decided to write Mama and tell her no matter what happens, I'm giving up, I'm gonna live.
Albert, you did!
Yes, I did, Rosie. I wrote her the day we left, which leaves 3 days and 3 nights, and so far, no response. If you ask me, she's given up the whole thing by now. Come in.
Sonny! 3 days and 3 nights on a Trailways bus. But what's the difference? Nowadays, I'm only a mother. And for a mother, a Trailways bus is good enough.
Mama, what are you doing here?
Did you think I wouldn't come? A mother gets a letter, obviously written under the influence of the drugs, and you expect her not to come? Pay no attention. It's only a mother's tears. It'll take me a moment. It's a little wet. Dear Mama, I am writing to let you know that Alma is dissolved. Your friend, Albert. Dissolve me! Who am I anyway? I'm just a sick, old woman. Probably wouldn't last the night. But I don't want you to worry. I don't want you to spend a cent. I just want one word on my tombstone. Albert's mother.
Mama?
And tell that Spanish friend of yours I forgive her. She knoweth not what she's done.
Mama, Rosie's right here.
This is Rose. She looks like one of those Egyptian mummies. For her own sake, Albert, take her back to Cairo. And don't you worry about a secretary. It just so happens I found you the perfect secretary. A fine, upstanding young woman on her way to Akron, only I persuaded her to get off here. Sonny, say hello to Gloria Rasputin.
Hey, Al. Hi, you're cute.
Well, Mama, I don't need another secretary. I've got Rosie.
What does Rosie need a job for anyway? In a couple of years, she'll be getting her Social Security.
Well, listen, I don't just type.
You do other things?
I tap dance. I figured I could help you out with this secretary stuff, and you could help me get into show business. Hold this for me, would you, honey? Man, can you hum Swanee River?
Oh, it's my favorite selection.
Get a load of this, Al.
Way down upon the Swanee River, way far away. Oh, bravo, bravo!
Well, do I get the job?
I don't know. I mean, you certainly have wonderful qualifications. However, I'm used to working with Miss Alvarez. But as you say, Mama, we are faced with a certain amount of extra work around here, and you have to stay down there?
For a few minutes. May, would you help me up? Al, will you push from the other side? Easy now.
Now, Sonny, for the movies, they can always cut away while they jack her up. Now, why don't you take Miss Rasputin somewhere and see how fast she claps?
Well, I do have all these releases to get out, and Miss Rasputin could do them, unless it makes any difference to, you, Rosie?
Why should it make any difference to me, Albert?
Ah, girl, Rosie! You stay here and keep on working while I go with Miss Rasputin.
Ooh, I'll find you a typewriter.
Do you use the touch system?
Whenever possible.
I could kill him. I could just kill him.
Excuse me, Miss Alvarez, but I'm looking for Kim MacAfee. I just want to tell her that she's not Kiss Conrad Birdie on the Sullivan Show tonight. Because if she does, I'll... Miss Alvarez, is anything wrong? Miss Alvarez, it's me, Hugo F. Peabody. Can I do anything for you, Miss Alvarez?
Yes, Hugo, I think you can. Come on.
Where's that?
So remember, your surest way to the best in color slides is to insist on the new Kodak. And now, the young man you've all been waiting for, as you know, in just about 14 hours, one of show business's brightest young talents is off to play a very special engagement. But before he goes, he wants to leave a certain lucky young lady with one last kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, we take you to Sweet Apple, Ohio, where a typical American family, Mr. and Mrs. Harry MacAfee and their two children, Randolph and Kim, are gathered to bid farewell to a typical American soldier. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conrad Birdie.
Oh, one last kiss. Oh, give me one last kiss. It never felt like this. No, never felt like this. You know I need your love. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, give me one last kiss. Oh, one more time. Oh, baby, one more time. It really is sublime. Oh, honey, so sublime. You know I need your love. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, give me one last kiss. Ooh, hey, 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 give me one last kiss. Oh, give me one last kiss. It never felt like this. No, never felt like this. You know I need your love. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, give me one last kiss. Oh, one more time. Oh, baby, one more time. It really is sublime. Oh, honey, so sublime. You know I need your love. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, give me one last kiss. Give me one last kiss. Oh, one last kiss. Oh, give me one last kiss. It never felt like this. No, never felt like this. You know I need your love. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, give me one last kiss. One last kiss. Oh, give me one last kiss. One last kiss. One last kiss. Oh, give me one last kiss. Brace yourself, chick.
Brace yourself, Conrad Birdie.
Hugo! You hit him!
He deserved it. He's a thief of love.
Hugo Peabody! I never have to speak to you again!
I demand to know who's responsible for this. Who let that boy in here?
I did, Albert.
Rosie?
It's a sort of farewell present to you and Miss Rasputin. Wear it in good health.
Rosie, where are you going? You can't leave me here alone.
You're not alone, Albert. You're on television.
For he's a fine, upstanding, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy. For he's a fine, upstanding, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy.
That's how long I wasted on him. That's all. I'm through. Albert dear, to put it sweetly, to hell with you. That's right, to hell with you. From now on, it's just gonna be me, Rosie, on the town, singing, dancing, having a ball, making up for 8 years of being in love with a mama-clutching, aspirin-splitting, 6-foot tower of jello. What did I ever see in him? How did I ever get involved that way? Now that it's over, I can smile and say, what did I ever see in him? no, he's not. Am I crazy? What's he got that I found so darn appealing? What did he ever do for me? Well, to be honest, he was sometimes nice, but still it wasn't worth that awful price. It was rough from the start. Broken days, broken nails, broken hearts. How did I ever? Why did I ever? What did I ever?
Don't be upset, Miss Alvarez. All men can't be like that.
Every one of them, except maybe Albert Schweitzer, and I'm not his type. They're all the same, from puberty to senility, from Benedict Arnold to Mussolini.
I never understood why Ingrid Bergman married him in the first place.
Egotistical, selfish human beast!
What do we want women to do, Miss Alvarez?
Use them. Let them be our playthings while we live. Sip from the cup of life, mix the potion full strong, and drain it to the dregs. How do you like them apples, Mr. Peterson? Do we need them? No, we don't. Do we want them? No, we don't.
Will we leave them?
No, we won't. Now tell me, what did I say back? What did we ever see in them? How could we ever think that they were nice? Take it from us, we paid an awful price. It was rough from the start. Broken days, broken nails, broken hearts. What did we ever see in them?
Hugo F. Peabody!
Huh?
Hugo! What did I ever see in him? Why, he's as bad as Mr. Peterson, if not worse. Miss Alvarez, I'm coming with you.
Don't be silly, Kim. You're only 15.
Juliet was 14 when she left home.
And look what happened to her. Now, look, Kim, why don't you just have some milk and cookies and go to bed like a good little girl?
It's too late for cookies, Miss Alvarez. I want to live. We can sip from the dregs together. We can help each other with our potions. Miss Alvarez, I'm coming with you.
For the last time, Albert, I'm okay, and I don't feel like going to sleep. Now leave me alone.
Conrad, be reasonable. You just gone through a severe shock and... Aha! There's the traitor that stabbed me in my heart when my back was turned.
Get out of my way, Albert.
Careful, Sonny, she may be on.
I can handle her, Mama. Look, why don't you get upstairs and see that Conrad gets to bed?
Oh, wait for me, comrade. I'll make you a nice hot cup of tea.
Albert, for the last time, would you let me by? I'm going on the town tonight, and I don't want to waste another minute.
Not until I've had my say, Rosie. I just wanted to let you know that thanks to Mama's quick thinking, the kiss will take place after all. Tomorrow morning before Conrad leaves. So it looks like you've, failed, Rose, as anyone must fail who tries to buck out Peterson, one of the giants, the titans, the King Kongs of the music industry.
What did I ever see in him? How could I ever think that he was nice? Take it from me, I paid an awful price. It was rough from the start. Broken days, broken nails, broken heart. Out of my way, you defrocked English teacher. What did I ever see in him?
Rosie, where are you going? Rosie, do you hear me? This is King Kong calling. Rosie, come back. Rosie, please, I need you. Rosie. And I don't care how you beg and plead, Miss Alvarez, you are through here at Amelie. Not only do I accept your resignation, but furthermore, you're fired. And I just want you to know one more thing. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never harm me. You big rat. I'm sorry to do this in front of you folks, but I've just had to let Miss Alvarez go. I'll get that.
Probably Hong Kong again.
Hello, this is Albert J. Peterson speaking. I'm sorry to inform you, Mr. Lewis, but Miss Rose Alvarez is no longer with us. That's right.
Miss Alvarez, wait for me, I'm coming.
Where do you think you're going, young lady?
With Rosie, to drink the dregs, to sip the hearty, the brimming cup, to live.
Upstairs.
But, Daddy...
Upstairs. Do you hear me? Upstairs.
Miss
mention Mussolini. Boris, he failed his parents. Never asked much of my children, just respect. A little respect. That's all I asked. Respect. Did I get respect? I got no respect.
I respect you, Pop.
I don't want your respect. You're a child. What good is respect from a child? Boris, take me upstairs. I'm not a well man. There's certain words you don't want to hear in your home. First was puberty. The second was Mussolini. And the third was respect.
Now you listen here, Mr. Lewis. I won't let any 3-cent reporter bulldoze me. I happen to be Albert J. Peterson. And you can print that whatever cheap paper you represent. It's not a paper, it's a magazine. And it's not Mr. Lewis. It's Mr. Loose. Rosie, I need you.
Sonny boy, where are you going?
Nowhere's, Mama. Just out. It's stuffy in here, so I thought I'd... to look for Rosie, Mama. I love her and I want her back.
Is that all? I thought it was something serious. By all means, go and find your Lady of Spain and bring her back here. But son, when you get back, make sure you stop in the kitchen, take my head out of the oven, and turn off the gas.
Mama, it's electric.
It's a strange house, Sonny. I don't turn off the bill.
Mama, I've had enough of this. If you really love me, you go out and help me find Rosie. Don't you realize what's happened here? She's going out to make up for all the years she's wasted on me. Who knows what low dive she's in at this very moment.
Sonny, you're right. I'll help you find her. Although, maybe I should give you the message from Conrad first.
What message?
Oh, nothing. He's going out on the town tonight, and he's not quite sure he'll make it back in time to kiss Kim tomorrow.
Mama, why didn't you tell me this before?
I tried to, sweetheart, darling, but you kept bringing up a certain party from south of the border.
I don't know what his deal is. He knows how important this is to me. Conrad! Conrad!
All right, I'm coming. Take it easy. And before you start yelling, Albert, I want you to know I've made up my mind. I'm tired of getting up at 9 every morning, having people watch me when I eat, and letting little kids poke me in the eye. I want to go out, have some fun, meet a couple of young chicks. Don't you understand, Albert? I am tense.
Mama, don't just stand there. Do something.
Now, Conrad, have you ever thought in terms of a more mature woman?
Man, I hope I never get that tense. Buddy boy, this is my last free night before I go out to the army, and I'm going out.
Not without my permission. It says so in your contract. Mama, get my contract. It's in my... Never mind, I'll go get it myself. Conrad, you stay right there.
Oh, Conrad.
There are chicks just ripe for some kissing, and I mean to kiss me a few. Man, those chicks don't know what they're missing. I've got a lot of living to do. Sizzling steaks all ready for tasting, and there's Cadillacs all shiny and new. Gotta move, 'cause time is wasting. There's such a lot of living to do. Kids live here, don't you?
Yes, Mr. Birdie.
So what's the lowdown in this town?
Well, Springfield, Ohio was founded in 1852.
No, I mean, where do you go to have a ball?
Well, there is the church basement and the sweet shop and some of the older
It just so happens, Mr. Birdie, that the ice house is where people go when they want to be alone.
Ain't you that chick I was supposed to kiss?
I am not a chick. I'm a fully grown woman, and I insist on being treated as such. As a matter of fact, that's why I'm leaving home.
Now you're talking, chick. Come on, let's move. We've got things to do. Crazy clothes and motorboat races. Someone nice to cuddle up to. Broadway lights and wide open spaces. There's such a lot of living to do. Lots of dates I know what you told you. And lots of you.
Mr. MacAfee, you haven't seen Conrad, have you?
No, Mr. Peterson, but I intend to. So if you have a message for him, I'll deliver it to him right after I shoot him!
Shoot him? Rosie. I've got to find Rosie.
But dear, what are you talking about? You don't even own a gun.
There's that Daisy air rifle in the garage.
That's mine, Pa.
Shut up! You're where I could buy BBs this late at night.
But anyways, it's broken, dear.
Then get me anything. Get me the bow and arrow with suction tips I got you for Christmas last year. Don't just stand there. Get me anything. Get me a water gun. I don't know what's wrong with these kids today. Kids who can understand anything they say. Kids, they are disobedient, disrespectful oafs, noisy, crazy, sloppy, lazy, loafers, and while we're on the subject, kids, you can talk and talk till your face is blue. Kids, but they still do just what they want to do. Why can't they be like we were, perfect in every way? What's the matter with kids today? Kids, I don't mind the moonlight swims. It's the loop that hurts. Why don't they lower the draft age to about 11? I didn't know what puberty was till I was almost past it. Kids, they are just impossible to control. the matter with Kim? You're okay.
I'll have double rocks on the scotch. And put some rocks in it this time. Can you make me a vodka malted?
How old are you?
32.
Get out.
What about a beer?
Beat it.
Just let me sit here with an empty glass in front of me.
Out.
I demand to see your manager. Where's Maud?
I'm Maud. Charles F. Maud. If you don't get out of here in 1 minute, I'm gonna take you by the scruff of the neck and throw you out.
Okay, I'm going. This is the last time I do my drinking in this place.
Double bourbon, scotch on the side, no ice, and a cherry in it. Make that 2 cherries and bring on the dancing boys. Alvarez is the name, but I want you to call me Spanish Rose.
Spanish Rose?
See?
Get out.
Now wait a minute. You cannot throw me out. I am an American citizen, and it is my
Hello, this is
constitutional right to
Albert
have a drink
Peterson
here if
speaking.
I so choose.
Is
And
Miss
to
Rose
hold here
Alvarez
if
there?
I so choose.
Who?
And to
Rose
enter a
Alvarez.
wild
In
or
fact, I think
trashy
that's her
place here
voice
if
I hear
so
right now.
choose.
Would
This
you
is
put her on,
Rose
please?
coming out party when
Yeah,
I say
hold
coming
the
out,
line.
I mean coming out.
Hey, Fidel Castro. Got a guy named Peterson. Wants to talk to you.
Tell that weaselly little rat I'm not here.
That proves she's there. Who else would know that I'm a Weasley little rat? Rosie, I've got to talk to you. It's about Conrad.
And furthermore, even if I were this rose, which I'm not, the one thing that would certainly make me hang up is any mention of anybody named Conrad!
Oh, Rosie, please don't hang up. We don't have to talk about Conrad. We can talk about anything you like. You, me, I, anything. Oh, Rosie, please, talk to me. Rosie, are you alone?
No, I'm not alone, Albert. I'm with friends. See you later, boys.
See you later, boys. Rosie, you've got to help me find Conrad. Rosie!
And that's only the beginning, Albert. From now on, the sky's the limit. Parties, balls, dances, da-da-da-da. What's going on out there?
Somebody stop her!
Hey,
Don't
lady,
let her
I'll
go
friend
in.
you.
Hey, Spanish
Hey,
Rose, I'm
lady.
coming. Mama, get my coat.
Miss Alvarez, I have a favor to ask you. Could you go back in there and get me some grand alcohol to go?
Not for $1 million.
My whole world is collapsing before me. I can't get a drink, and Kim's run off with Conrad Birdie to the ice house.
Kim and Conrad? Albert, I've got to phone Albert. Hugo, you stay right here. Now, fellas, wait a minute.
Here it is. Bond's roadside retreat. I'm coming, Rosie. Hurry up, Mama.
You know, I don't understand why we have to go looking for someone it would be better we didn't find in the first place. If you listen to me, Sonny, you'll come home. I'll make you a nice hot cup of tea.
Mama, I've already told you. I'm not going home until I find Rosie. Now, you want to go home, that's perfectly okay with me. As a matter of fact, that's not a bad idea at all. Why don't you go home, Mama?
Would you say that for me one more time, sweetheart, darling?
I said, why don't you go home, Mama?
Would you say that for me one more time, sunshine of my existence?
I said, go home, Mama. I don't need you anymore.
So it's come at last! At last the day has come. The day I feared would come at least has come. my son, I've got news for you. I have a condition. Never mind what kind of condition, a condition. And the one thing that doctors can't cure is a condition. But I don't want you to worry. I don't want you to spend a cent on a funeral. I just want you to wait until Mother's Day, wrap me in a flag, and dump me in the river. Well, I'm feeling much better now. Everything is as it should be. A mother is lying atop a sanitation truck, headed for the city dump, while her son gallivants across the loons, looking for a Spanish rose, who came over for the fruit picking season and stayed through an American woman's life.
Are you finished?
Yes, son boy.
Good night, Mama.
You know, son, you're just like your father. You'd marry anyone. Good night, sonny boy.
My name is not Sonny Boy.
Good night, Albert.
Mr. Peterson, have you seen Conrad and Kim?
Hi there, Mr. MacAfee. A great pleasure to see you again. Unfortunately, I must inform you that Conrad's affairs no longer interest me. I'm looking for Miss Alvarez to tell her that... Conrad and Kim?
They've run away together.
And if we don't find them soon, Mr. Peterson, I intend on calling the FBI. Who's the director of it here? Is it Peter Lawford yet?
I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
Doris! Harry! Have you seen Ursula?
Ursula?
Is she missing too? Yes, the 10 o'clock. I've looked everywhere.
Mr. Peterson!
MacAfee, you haven't seen my Harvey, have you?
Poor Roger. Aunt Phyllis.
I'm sure they're all probably down at the drugstore. Maybe having one of those gang wars.
Gang wars!
Kids, I don't know what's wrong with these kids today. Kids, who can understand anything they say.
They're so ridiculous and so immature. I don't see why anybody was
Just you wait and see. You'll be old enough to read.
Kids with their eyes closed and their rock and roll.
Teenage delinquent.
Why can't they be like you were? Perfect in every way.
What's the matter with kids?
Kids, what the devil's wrong with these kids today? Kids, who would guess that they would turn out that way? Why can't they be like we were, perfect in every way?
What's the matter with kids?
What's the matter with kids?
What's the matter with kids today?
Hi, everybody. Good old Hugo here. Luke.
Hugo Peabody, what have you been drinking?
Milk. But it worked. Anyhow, I've got a perfect right to be drunk. My girl has run off with Conrad Birdie
To the movies! Great double bill tonight. Flying down to Rio and Creed. Gosh, I always remember that great cast. Dolores Del Rio.
And Gene Randon.
What a score.
I'd forgotten that.
Hey, Rio. Flying down to Rio. Rosie, where have you been? I've been looking for you all night. Rosie, I've got great news for you. I did it, Rosie. I sent Mama home. I'm a new man now. Oh,
Albert, Conrad and Kim have gone to the ice house.
the ice house?
The Ice House! Doris! Call the police! Call the Department of Missing Persons! Call the FBI! Our daughter's run off with a fiend to the Ice House!
Refreshing. I mean, of course, I prefer a lucky strike, but these will do. Of course, when you've been here as many times as I have, because, you know, I've been here with just about everybody, you know? Ursula, Deborah Sue, the Girl Scouts. Stronger than the chocolate ones, aren't they? Oh, Conrad, you seem a bit nervous. Maybe a drink on that might help. Or I can go out and get you fixed if you tell me what to get. Oh, Conrad, you're trembling. Just because I'm a few years older than you are, I hope it doesn't make you uncomfortable. Because, you know, I'm like 27 or 28, or, you know, one of the two. You see, I really know the score. I even know some of the words. Connubian, premarial, tailgate.
Whoa!
There you are, sensuous one. We've been looking everywhere for you.
That's nice. Now, out of the way, I'm late.
Oh, but you don't understand. We're coming with you. You said yourself we've got a lot of living to do.
Wait a minute.
We'll never go home again. We'll follow you to the ends of the earth. We might swim motor boat races. Loop-the-loop. Yeah!
Of course, that stuff really ain't as much fun as I made it out to be.
We can start right now! Let's have an orgy! Yeah! A lot of women! Such a lot of women! What a lot of women! What a lot of women! What a lot of women!
There he is, the depraved brute! Arrest that man! What do you have to say to yourself now, Conrad Birdie?
Thank God you've come.
Hi, everybody. Good old Hugo again.
Hugo, darling, you're just in time. I can't tell you the humiliation I've been made to suffer.
That's all I need to hear. Take him away!
Mr. MacAfee, I demand that you release that boy. Do you hear me, Mr. MacAfee? This is Albert Peterson speaking.
It's no use, Albert. Look, why don't you go back to the house and I'll go to the courthouse and try to talk to
Rosie,
you.
I don't think you understood what I said before. This is the new Albert.
But, Albert...
Don't but, Albert, me. You are merely a woman. I am man. Woman's job is to obey and speak only when she is spake to. My first command to you, woman, is for you to get our bags and bring them down to the train by 6:30 tomorrow morning when I intend to be there with Conrad. And furthermore, I command you to bring whatever legal documents are necessary because I intend on making you Mrs. Albert Peterson by 2400 hours tomorrow. Roger, over and out. Rosie, did I mention that I loved you?
Not yet, Albert.
Well, I do. Conrad!
It's going to be such a wonderful life. I'm going to be Mrs. Peterson. Mrs. Albert Peterson. Mrs. Phi Beta Kappa Peterson. Oh, Rosie, nothing can stop you now.
Hello, Rose.
Hello, May.
So we're alone at last. Do you have a moment to spare for a very old friend?
I'll always have time for the woman, and by tomorrow evening I'll be able to
Oh,
call.
don't say it, Rose.
I'll be able to call Mother.
The cruelest word I've ever heard. To think I'd live to see the day I have relatives in El Salvador.
Not to mention Guatemala, Brazil, Chile, Uruguay, and Chichicastenango. And when Alberto and I are married, I'm going to stick a rose in my teeth, sit out front of my adobe hut in Central Park West, and sell tortillas. Adios, Mama.
Adios, Rosita.
May, call me Mrs. Peterson. I'm just a Spanish tamale according to May. right off the boat from the tropics, far, far away. Which is kind of funny, since where I come from is Allentown, PA. Spanish? Okay, May, I'll be Spanish. Just wait till I've married Alberto. I'll be the tosta chichi castanengo. And all day long my castanets will click. I'll hide behind my fan and do the tango. I'll be so Spanish it will make you sick.
There's no one here. Come on.
Now wait a minute.
You shut up and get on that train. It took every cent I had to bail you out. I don't want to see your face until I enter another state. Now get aboard.
Now look, Albert. You saved my life. And whether you pay me no guarantee or not, you've got a contract with me forever.
Conrad, what are you saying?
Here's a piece of paper I signed my name to. You just fill in whatever you want.
Hello, Albert.
Mama!
Oh, Rose! You look good for a change. Now, don't you worry about a thing. I know all about you two. And don't worry, I'm going to do what any good mother would do. I'm not going to say a word. Goodbye, son. And don't you worry about that warm coat. You'll have a brand new one by the time this train runs me over.
Mama, I've had enough of this nonsense. Get up and get on that train.
Mr. Peterson, I demand to know what you've done with Conrad Birdie. He's not in that jail.
How should I know where he is? I haven't seen him all night. I just came down here to say goodbye to Rosie.
Mr. Peterson?
Now there's no need to get excited, dear. After all, there's no real harm done. Kim and Hugo are back together again. As a matter of fact, the sweetest thing happened. Hugo proposed to her this morning, and she accepted it.
Oh,
Dear, what's wrong?
my life is over. I'll sell the house and go into a home.
Hey, Albert, the train's leaving. Get on.
Bye, Conrad.
Albert!
Albert, don't leave me!
Well, here I am, Albert. 6:30 on, but where's the train?
It left at 6:25.
But Albert, you told me to be here
Yes, Conrad.
at 6:30 sharp. I remember
And
because...
Mama.
Albert, you wanted us to miss that train?
Stands to reason, Rose. Why get on a train to New York when we've got tickets to Pumpkin Falls, Iowa?
What's in Pumpkin Falls, Iowa?
An opening in the teaching staff of Pumpkin Falls Junior High. They want someone to teach English and domestic science. I read about it in this morning's paper. And I hope you brought your documents, Rosie, because they prefer the applicant to be married.
Oh, Albert!
Rosie! Did anybody ever tell you that's the most beautiful name in the world? I was never crazy for flowers. I confess that nothing left me colder. I could watch a daisy for hours, and all I feel was several hours older. Lilacs or lilies, any bloom you please. All that they did was make me shrug or sneeze, but now I love each blossom that I see. For a lovely little rose loves me. Now my life is rosy, since I found my Rosie. With a girl like Rosie, how could I be blue? Hand in hand we'll mosey, me and little Rosie. We will be so cozy by a fire. built for two. Oh, I once heard a poem that goes, a rose is a rose is a rose. Well, I don't agree, take it from me. There's one rose sweeter than any that grows, and that's my Rosie. I'm so glad you chose me. Life is one sweet, beautiful song to me. Now my life is rosy.
Oh, we'll be happy, I know.
My Rosie.
Off to the preacher we will go.
With the girl like Rosie.
So how could we?
How could I be
Oh, we'll have us a home out west, a nice little split level nest. In every room, roses in bloom.
But there's one rose sweeter than all of the rest, and that's my Rosie.
I'm so glad you chose me.
Life is one sweet, beautiful song when I